What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a title called Cyber Knights Flashpoint. This is a game by the Treese brothers, who you will know that I've been playing. Well, if you've seen any of my other coverage, I've been playing Treese games for a very, very long time. Since before I was even a YouTuber, I had their phone games, and so it's been cool to watch their careers slowly get more intricate with regards to their products that they put out over the years. This is a cyberpunk heist criminal mercenary strategy RPG. Something kind of like, I'm guessing Silent Storm is kind of what I'm guessing this game is going for. Sort of like a turn-based stealth, but also combat, blow the walls up, shoot machine guns with percentage chance type game. I haven't played any of the demos or any of the previews. They were all kind of close to the release, so I figured I'd just wait for the release. This game is out on the day that this video goes live on my YouTube channel. The link will be there for you down below in the description. On top of that, you can also take a look down there if you wanted to hang out and join my Discord or check out my Twitch stream, where I make way more content over on Twitch than I do here. Let's go ahead and start a new game. Oh, I gotta, like, assemble the entire company, huh? So it looks like we can swap these guys out for, like, alternates. So, like, this guy is a smuggler right here. And so you can grab, like, an Xfenian, you can get a paramilitary guy, or you can get a Wastelander. They've all got, like, different stats. And it looks like you can fiddle with their appearance if you're really, like, against the way that they look or whatever else. But for right now, in the interest of saving time and just kind of getting the impressions video underway, let's just go ahead and, like, take what they give us here. It looks like you really only have one option for a face right there, but some of the characters appear to have, like, alternates. So, like, this back one right here, you can take a sniper or a sword guy. This one, you've got, like, a bunch of wiggle room that you can play around with. I had thought that I was going to have to make, like, every single character from scratch with all of their attributes, and I was like, poof, this is going to be a big cut. I'll be right back. But no, it looks like there's basically just preset characters, and you pick the ones that you want to start with, if I'm correct in that assumption. Over here, we've got a origin. You and your crew pulled together everything you had to convince a syndicate financier, Octane, to give you a loan and help you obtain a Cyberknights spinal implant. You've all bet your lives on it because now you owe Octane a cool $2 million, and the D Cartel is famous for not playing nice if you miss your payments. Ah, okay. You sure you want to go through with this, Daniel? The time for that has passed. We took the loan from the cartel and signed it in blood. Yeah, I know. It just seemed like I should probably ask. All right, so Ekman is at the Ultratech Aug Clinic now. You're scheduled for the spinal surgery at midnight. The right bribes have been paid and the floor is going to be clear and nobody's watching. Blur, the quantum computer implant surgery kills people. If I don't, the team will clear the rooftop. Our hover truck exit is at 3 a.m. sharp. Just listen to me. If I don't make it, don't wait around for the D Cartel to frag you too. Try to get them to your people in Atlanta. I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm not going to leave them. You wouldn't. You're going to be on the rooftop at 3 a.m. I guess you'll be strapped to a stretcher, so you won't have much to say. Shut up and take the meds exactly on schedule. You've got a big night coming up. All right, 3 a.m. Anybody coming? We've just reached the rooftop. Plan's right on schedule. Stay patient. Let's do it right. Your time to shine, Vanguard. Help those two get clear of remaining patrols. Sorry to cut in, but I'm running digital overwatch here on Ultratech's Clinic Matrix. Make it quick. I don't know what happened, but something just flipped. Encrypted traffic in and out of the clinic just went up tenfold, and the ice is locking down the firewalls. And we've got trouble. You heard that. It was looking like a nighttime stroll, but now we're on the clock. Let's get sharp. Plan A, Daniel's going to the rooftop. Then let's ride. Hit it. All right, so having a look around. Taking a look at the UI. Getting familiar with things. We have 3 characters right now, and our goal is just to get to the hover pad. That's pretty much it. And so we got to sneak around all of these nerds over here. Everybody has various abilities. This girl's like an infiltrator. These guys appear to be just like basic archetypal fighter guys. And so we'll just bypass her turn for right now. You can see the initiative track at the top of the screen. This is not one of those strategy games where it's like we all get to take a turn and then like they all get to take a turn. This is instead a title in which everybody has initiative, and it seems like there's dice rolls and things involved with it too, because they seem to go in different orders on different turns, unless I was just paying attention poorly. I played through this a little bit and then reset it so that you could see what it looks like. We'll keep everybody right where they're at for right now, and hopefully this works out okay. We got a couple people hidden behind some crates and some other stuff like that. Hopefully it's good enough. So that guy's walking up that way. He's going to turn, and he is unaware of us. Good. That guy is guarding the area. We can go hot on this if you want to. You can just kind of like let the magazine drop and go crazy with it. I don't know if it's a good idea. The game does have a security level track, much like Invisible Ink. Other games like that tend to have something like this that allows the enemy to escalate and bring in heavier and heavier units as you like upgrade the security level by screwing up. I don't know exactly what I want to pull off here, but I need to get this guard out of the way. Like, he's got to go. And I don't know exactly how to get him out of the way. Like, if I go completely silent and I get him with a sword, I'm curious if I can execute this guy. Like, if we've got some kind of, like, finish him off attack, basically. So we've got a charged attack right there. Let's go ahead and we'll go into silence mode here, and I'm just going to try it out. And if it fails, we're only on, like, the second turn anyways. Who cares? So I would like to have enough AP left that I could smack this guy with the ninja sword. Hey, that works. I wonder, can I move the body? So we've got 4 turns until they realize he's missing. Okay, so we want to move like fast then. That guy's probably going to see the body too when he comes back around this way. So I'm not crazy sure what I want to do about him. It doesn't look like I have the option to like carry a dead body out of the way. So I'm going to go back this way. And I'm going to kill this camera with my jam kit. And then we are going to end the turn. And these guys over here are just going to run for it. That's pretty much it, because like on the next turn, he's going to see that dead body. I don't know if the game takes into... I don't know if the game takes into account finding dead bodies, all right? It does. It does. So there it is. We're going to have to figure this situation out then. Big time. This guy is now also cut off from the rest of the team, unfortunately. So he's just going to have to hang out. Because he's been isolated by that right there. We have one dead guy, and they are apparently dispatching guards now to investigate the situation. It's kind of like okay by me. It depends how many overwatches they can put down. We've got more company up here. That's okay. We can deal with that. That's no biggie. I would very much like to go get this guy, though. I can disable the gate right there. But I think what I'd rather do... Oh, I guess if he's alerted, I can't use the lure to make him turn around. Okay, well, that produces problems that we now have to figure out and solve. Doesn't seem like there's too much a way around it. If you get low and you sneak, can you get around that corner? It looks like the answer to that question is yes. But I'm just going to send it. Because, like, we don't even need to fight this guy. We just need to get to the helipad. That's it. Like, none of these guys need to be fought. I think if I had timed that right, I could have knocked out that laser gate right there, too. And kind of done something cool with it. But we'll wait and see what this guy does. Nobody's been, like, told over the radio that their boys are dead. So that, like, sort of works out for us. Yeah, you're going to kind of want to go like... No, don't do that. Looks like we can kind of get over to here. I think the camera's going to come back on pretty soon. But it's not on yet. Oh, really? He saw his dead friend and then went back to patrolling. Well, there you go. Ain't no loyalty on this rooftop. Love to see it, man. He's like, ah, dude, that's Dave. I hate that guy. Guy's a dick anyways. I don't care what happens to him. Aaron. I'm going to strongly suggest you get to the launch pad. That guy's turning around going that way. That's fine. You give me the jammer one more time on the camera. And then kind of come around this way to support while he tries to get out of here. Looks good. I'm like somewhat happy with what we've got going on here. I don't think it's going like flawlessly, but I think it's going fine. This guy's going to be a little bit of an issue, but that's why I got her set up, because her cooldown should be back on silence pretty soon, at which point she should be able to just stab this guy in the back face. Yeah, he sort of turned a direction that I wish he had not turned in. I think we're going to have to shoot it out with him. That's fine. You guys probably want to see some action anyways inside the confines of this video, so let's do it. He's got an AK. He's also got Iron Grip, which recovers recoil, which is actually kind of interesting. So this, apparently the game takes into account repeated shots turn after turn, just like Shadowrun Tabletop does, where you start getting penalties for recoil. All right. How many APs does it take for me to blast this guy with my gun? 2 AP. Blast away, homeboy. Good stuff. A little bit of wispy hit feedback right there. The gun sounds pretty good. The impacts look pretty good with the thwups and the squidges and whatnot. But you're going to want to see the characters react a little bit more. In my opinion. We need to get out of here. So let's do that. You get over there, and I don't know if you have the ability to hunker, but I strongly recommend that you do it behind cover. I don't know if this stuff's going to be destructible or like what, but he's going to get a turn to shoot at one of us, all right? That's 100% happening. You ain't got to like it, but it's a thing that's transpiring. What's her hit chance look like over here? 70% on that guy? I mean, I guess you can squeeze a round or two. Oh my god. I was going to say we hit those. However, in fact, it has been validated that we do not hit those. It would have been nice if this had had like an AI voice reading it too, like an AI lady voice or something, giving you like a turn-by-turn synopsis of what has taken place. I was going to say, he's probably going to bust shots and miss at us anyways. He's doing Overwatch right now. So let's go ahead and reload. And I'll probably squeeze another shot at him. There we go. He's down right to the face holes. You love to see it. All right, everybody get inside the extraction zone. We're done here. We finished this off with a plomba. Honestly, pretty quick and clean as far as Shadowrun goes. I feel like most Shadowrun jobs are designed by dungeon masters such that they're basically impossible to do silently. Not good, not good. Spit it out, Dade. I've got Ultratech military-grade encrypted comms piping in. A bird is coming down on the rooftop. It's a fragging Ultratech response team. Well, we're made. Somebody talked. Get down! Here they come! That's not our helicopter that's coming to get us, is it? We're all inside the... I want to evac. I'm inside the evac zone. I was told that if I could get my team on the inside of the evac zone, we would get to leave. We're going to Plan B. Sven and I are headed to the basement. We'll take care of the cargo truck out of the building. We'll just go quietly back the way we came. They've interfaced the security. Oh, they got the laser gates. Rooftops on lockdown. Elevator gates are closed. Working on it. I got something. Schematic show an old panel on the second rooftop elevator. It's an old TX80 interface. It's pretty old. It's old enough that we can spoof the protocol, but they've disconnected it from the network. You'll have to get close enough to tap the trunk line and relay the signal to me. On our way. Birdmen spread out fast. Oh, so we do not get to extract because we made it to the extraction zone, and the game was very clear that if I go to the extraction zone, then I would actually get to leave inside my helicopter. All right, they don't know we're here. Stay down, stay. I'm pretty sure they know we're here, man. Like, I've got a strong inclination that they know we're here, bro. Like, it's definitely feeling like they know that we're here. I'm not, like, super sure what the best plan is here. But we're all AP'd out, so, like, we're going to have to figure something out. That guy's blocking viewpoints that way. Oh, he turned around. Good. One more trick up my sleeve. Wasn't sitting on my hands until you were all prepped for the hospital run. I did some poking around in case things got hot. In advance of jobs and heists, we can stack up leverage, which can help us pull off our objectives. We gain leverage by working the network, paying bribes, calling in favors, or completing preemptive hacking tasks. Well, it's heating up. What do you got? The Ultratech team has locked the network down pretty hard, but I have my claws into a security relay node still. But I could route SenseNet traffic to dead end for a minute before they shut me down. If you have a dust up with the Ultratech TAC response, I can keep it off Sec Al's radar once. Then we can check our leverage under the phone menu in the top left. Oh, it's just tutorial. Okay. All right, so we're going to try and get in behind something like tall. Oh, I thought he was getting in right there. There we go. Get in right there. That's where I wanted you. Perfect. That's a good spot for you to be in. Oh, we got to override the elevators, go out the way that we came. And we got a long camera over here, which is really kind of a problem because I don't have that much jam kit left. So that's going to be an issue. Nonetheless, we need to get her into a location where we can figure out what's going to happen next. So I would suggest we slam her in right here. She's probably the best operative for this. Given her ability to kind of like go invisible, definitely kill off that camera. Nope, don't do that. There we go. Definitely kill off that camera. That's just good business. And then we got to wait a little bit till that comes back up, I think. It does cost us AP, actually. It cost us 1 AP to do that. I don't know if I want all my eggs in this basket just yet, but everybody swing a little bit wide. We'll kind of like fan out, I suppose. I definitely get like Silent Storm vibes from this. That's what it reminds me of, is like, really, you're kind of supposed to be doing the mission in stealth. Like, that's really kind of the way that it goes. But you can go hot if you need to. Alright, so you keep moving wide and staying behind the crates. That's fine by me. We're going to have to figure out something for her to do here. Kind of depends on what he does, though. I don't think she can make a big play like that and get across. Oh, she can. She can make the play, and that guy won't see her? Oof, it's risky, because I don't know if he's going to come down this way and turn, or if he's going to turn around and go back the way he came. I'm a little bit concerned. Send it, I guess? Oh, that guy almost saw me. He saw his little meter fill up. Okay. Yeah, I would like to anticipate what he's going to do. So he's going to move that way and look forward. It's not like ideal, but I suppose it'll work. I'm not pleased about it. I was hoping he would turn around right there and go back on his patrol path. But that appears to be life. And sometimes life don't work the way you want it to. All right. You slam in back here. Just follow the same path the other guy did. Maybe scooching a little bit right there just for line of sight purposes. Because this guy's going to turn in just a minute. That guy is doing things that I did not think he was going to do. We definitely have issues here. The game does allow you to undo a turn if you don't particularly like the way that it played out. And so that's definitely an option. This feels like a really aggressive move right here. That camera is just a huge problem, ain't it? You know, figure out a way to get around that. That camera, if that camera wasn't there, this wouldn't be that bad. That is literally the only camera causing problems because it, like, bisects the map. And so, like, it forces you to use resources dealing with it that you would otherwise be using on other people. It's a problem. I can't move him to right there in case this guy turns back around. And even if I do move this guy right here, it doesn't particularly matter because I can't get across the camera anyways. For her, we got to figure out something here. I guess I can try to toss a lure over there. Yeah, I think that was probably our move. And then from there, I guess it kind of just depends if he resumes the patrol after this. Because if he does, he's going to be looking right at it. So it's going to be a problem. I mean, I guess she's in the spot that she needs to be. So I would say just go for it, man. Like, what else are we going to do, you know? I'm here, but the equipment looks pretty hardened. Patched in now. Stay close to the TX-80. I'll show you what I can do. Hope you're not all talk, Dade. At least one merc needs to stay in the zone until Dade gets the force gate lowered. Well, do what you got to do, I guess. I'll probably start... Let's hang tight, but I may kick off a gunfight. Because these guys are going to have to get to the pad anyways. I got to get them closer. Alright, so it's been our 2 turns. We got to make a play. She's about to get the laser gate down. I just passed the turns. They added a few more guards to the field, but nothing else really happened on this end. We're going to have to make a play. There's no other way around it. So let's make that play. Let's get low. Let's get lean. Let's get mean. And let's get nasty. We have no choice. Gunshots fired. Gunshots fired. He just barely survived. Really unfortunate that he barely survived that. All right, next turn. I'm going to strongly suggest that if you can, you should bustinate a shot right over here. Just bustinate all over his face. You know what I mean? Like right there. You're a 3% chance to hit. That's not right. What is that? Does he have a sniper rifle or something? Oh, he's got a sniper rifle. Okay. Bro, if you don't... Thank you, God. Oh, man, I needed that shot to go through because I need everybody to be in cover on this turn. All right, so now that we're in cover, we should be fine. You go ahead and hunker. This guy's obviously going to hear that. Be a little pissed off about it, but everybody else is going to take a long time to get here. I'm going to call in that favor to get rid of our tally marks so that we can make the move. These guys actually did not hear the gunfire, interestingly enough. Okay. I thought that everybody was just going to swarm me the second they heard the gunshots go off. All right, fair enough. Gates down. Let's do this thing. As promised, your exit. I didn't think we were going to pull it off. Emil has newfound respect for dates. Oh, there's kind of interpersonal relationships, too. Like, your characters get to kind of, like, know each other and like each other. I can dig that. You're going to want to stand up, and you're going to want to run, girl. Oh, that's a dude. Never mind. Just run your ass off, bro. Run as far and as fast as you possibly can. You also get out of stealth mode. Do the exact same thing, but he moves a little huskier than everybody else does. Okay, so he's now suspicious. That's fine. Dude, we lucked out so hard. This guard came to investigate, and if he had come down this way, he would have cut off my team. Instead, he randomly broke off this way to go investigate the dead body that this guy accidentally saw. We got really, really lucky right there. Like, superbly, ridiculously lucky. And if the turn order holds up, I think we're out of here. I gotta take him out of crouch mode. I shouldn't have done that. All right, well, that's fine. Everybody on the elevator. Let's get out of here. And we should be out of here right here. There we go. Everybody in the evac zone. Elevator engaged. We're out of here. You took that TX-80 out, Dade. Sven has exited the building in the cargo truck. You know the exit. Everybody get to it. I want a strict 24-hour dust-off period. Don't you dare bring an Ultratech tail back to our safe house. 24 hours seems optimistic, dude. I probably go underground on some stuff. Like, on something like that, bro, you go underground for a while. You just keep it in the safe house for a little bit. We got plus 11 heat right there, and we completed our first mission. Let's go back to the safe house, and let's have a little look at I guess, how the progression works, because we've had a little bit of narrative. We've had a little bit of gameplay. All right, so here is our base. It looks like we have a number of different rooms, and base management is disabled for right now, but it looks like we're going to be able to clean out all these various locations and kind of just, like, get all the garbage and trash up out of them. It appears as though we also... So there was a conversation. I skipped through it because we're kind of running short on time. That's just the way that it goes with deep games. There's a reason why Total Biscuit said he doesn't do, you know, RPGs way back in the day. Is because, like, 30 minutes to an hour is never enough. I vastly overestimate my abilities and capabilities, so I always go for it because I like RPGs. But that does not change the fact that, like, one of the great weaknesses of my format is that, like, things that have, like, a long spin-up time or take a couple hours to get going or that kind of stuff tend to be difficult to do impressions on, especially in kind of like an uncut way. But here's our entire team. Sven is injured. It looks like we do indeed have something going on this side with regards to training. It looks like we can do class training. Hey, there's a talent tree. All right, so you can train 2 more talents. We've got pre-computed advantage buff a teammate with +8 initiative immediately. That might be nice situationally. Look ahead. It looks like we can predict the exact movement of enemies inside. Yeah, we want that. Let's go ahead and take that, I think. Oh, we already have that. Never mind. Okay. So since we already have all these down here, it looks like he does a security device or something like that. All right, so he's kind of like our physical security guy. I think I'd like him to keep cameras knocked out for a little while longer. Like, that feels pretty good to me. And then what does that do? You get strength and hit points. What does strength do? So it looks like strength handles our wounded resistance, our melee damage, our gun recoil, and our hit points, were we to take that. And we felt like that was the thing to do. We can also take, what's that over there? Just reaction and initiative. Reaction probably affects your ability to shoot, right? Oh, it's just movement speed. Okay. Actually, it looks like none of this actually affects flat accuracy. It may be linked to, like, weapons. It looks like we can mod our guns over here. It looks like we've got a whole bunch of extra slots where we can keep things like med kits, got different armor loadouts, stuff like that. Looks like we can go to we can actually get cyberware installed, which is pretty major. Okay. Well, my observations, having played that first mission, is that movement and turn flow feels very, very seamless. It feels good to move your characters around the map. Shooting feels pretty good, too. The way that they could upgrade there is by making the enemies react to getting shot a little bit more reasonably. Feel the weight of the bullets hitting them with, like, a stagger animation backwards before they reset back to whatever cycling animation they had while idle. But by and large, feels like it plays pretty fast and pretty hard. It feels like they've learned some lessons from new XCOM, and then they've also folded that in with basically the Shadowrun Player's Handbook to create something that appears to have a decent chunk of depth to it. I'm going to have to get further on in to fully let you know, but the first mission was pretty solid, and like the little things that they've been pitching, like during a conversation, I had an opportunity to send various characters out on legwork, which is effectively just like gathering dirt or like intel or like trying to figure things out to increase your mission chance or to like set up contingency plans. And so I sent him out on an op to kind of like get some heat off of us basically and like redirect things. Like, it looks like they really internalized a lot of the stuff from Shadowrun. Like, it really feels like they tried to take something like I get the feeling from some of the mechanics I've seen, like repeated shot recoil and stuff like that, that this game was modeled after Shadowrun pretty heavily in a tabletop format. I see enough influences of that here combined with XCOM that they've got some things happening here. There's a lot of customization from what I can see. There's going to be relationships in between your characters. There's base building. And so what it may lack in terms of, this is definitely the most graphically intense game the Treese brothers have ever made. But by modern standards, it's kind of like fine. It's passable. But that doesn't really matter because it seems like all the other stuff is kind of like in the right place. It also looks like people have messages and stuff that we can check. What's up with the... Oh, yeah, they've got topics that they want to talk about in between missions. Cool. Just to, like, flesh them out a little bit and make them more human. It looks like you can customize them at any time, so that's good. It looks to me like the game lets you save whenever you want inside of missions. It gives you lots of chances to reroll turns, so that's all good. Very solid quality of life. You can't open the options menu from inside the game. You have to come back out to the menu in order to do that, but since you can save in the exact spot that you are and just like resume and pick up where you left off, not that big of a deal. But as far as the options menu goes, we've got like the standard stuff here. So it looks like you've got your render quality, you've got your texture quality, anti-aliasing, VSync, screen scale. Oh, you can change the size of the UI in case you have problems reading small text. Good. That's nice. We've got a basic volume splitter right here. It looks like we can re-keybind everything in the game should we desire to do so. Yep, everything is re-keybindable, so that's good. It looks like we have a number of... I want that flipped. I like flipped. It looks like we have a number of camera options down here. Nothing too wild and crazy with regards to the depth of the options menu, but honestly, it's got all the functional utility stuff you might need. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were checking in on Cyber Knights Flashpoint, the newest game from the Treese brothers, who I've been following for a very, very long time with interest, watching them get better and better at making games over what is now like the last 15 years. I think the first game I had was on like one of my original Android phones, and it was a sandbox game with your little spaceship where you could fly around and do like trade missions and stuff from like 2010 or 2009, like in there somewhere. And so anyways, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for stopping on in, and that's about all I got. Bye, folks.